Camilla drives Meg mad after blowing her absurd request to bestow Coronation Champions Award on Archie. Recently, Queen consort Camilla's 500 Coronation Champions are crowned to celebrate Britain's volunteers after staggering 5,000 entries quality. A panel of 20 judges met in London yesterday to decide on the final award winners from a staggering 5,000 entries. Nominations flooded in for the Coronation Champions Awards, backed by the Mail, with double the number of expected entries being received. Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, is claimed to be agitated after learning of the news and has phoned Catherine Johnston, Chief Executive of the Royal Voluntary Service, in order to recommend Archie for this royal award. However, Meghan Markle is said to have laid in a pool of tears after she found out that the awards, organised by the Royal Voluntary Service, RVS, were devised by Camilla to celebrate the nation's army of volunteers. Both she and King Charles were keen for the coronation to be used to recognise and reward those who go the extra mile in their communities. Of course, the Duchess' ridiculous request was turned down by Queen Camilla right away. The 500 Coronation Champions will be awarded a special pin and a certificate signed by the King and Queen. They will also be given tickets to either the coronation concert at Windsor Castle on May 7 or a garden party at Buckingham Palace. Dr. Eddie Hogg, lecturer in social policy at the University of Kent, whittled down the entries to 676 before the final 500 were chosen by the judges, including Charity Supremo Dame Julia Clevedon and Chief Nursing Officer Dame Ruth May. The winners will be notified over the next week. Winners will be individually notified over the next week, with all 500 names published on the RV's website by the end of the month. Some of the award recipients will also be highlighted in the Daily Mail. There are 8 categories: older people and dementia support, young people and children, crisis and welfare, community, mental health and companionship, physical health and disability, NHS and social care, sustainability, the environment. Catherine Johnston, Chief Executive of the Royal Voluntary Service, said the judges had been blown away by the stories of the entrants. She said, "Every single one of the entries we have received will be deserving of some kind of recognition or award. We don't spend enough time shining in spotlight on the extraordinarily heartwarming and stoic determined efforts of individual citizens to make their communities better. They are all ordinary people doing extraordinary things. It's wonderful that their majesties have wanted to use their coronation to highlight how brilliant these people are. The Daily Mail's involvement has made a huge difference to the overwhelming number of entries we have received, so thank you." Juliet Bovary, CEO of the Stroke Association, added, "The UK just feels like it is so divided at the moment. We feel so depressed about politics and public services, that actually these individuals, they are just the bedrock of what makes Britain good. They are the people who are connecting communities and getting on and making a real difference to people's lives." It has been confirmed Prince Harry will attend his father's coronation, while wife Meghan will remain in California with her 2 children to celebrate Archie's 4th birthday, which also falls on May 6. And while Meghan's decision to remain home is thought to be in part influenced by Archie's birthday, royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams claims the Duchess would have gone if she thought it would benefit the Sussex's brand. Friends have said Meghan sees her future based in the US, and that is where she is very much focused, meaning public events in Britain will take a back seat. PR and brand expert Nick Ada told Mail Online he believes Meghan is in the process of separating herself from the royals, for her own benefit. Since she and Harry stepped down as working members of the royal family in 2020, she has only crossed the pond 3 times. Eric Schiffer, chairman of Reputation Management Consultants, told Insider that the negative impact of Meghan's choice not to go to the coronation will be negligible, and most notably in the United States. He said, "The impact to Meghan on a global scale in not attending is negligible and won't damage her brand outside of the UK." Camilla drives Meg mad after blowing her absurd request to bestow Coronation Champions Award on Archie. Recently, Queen consort Camilla's 500 Coronation Champions are crowned to celebrate Britain's volunteers after staggering 5,000 entries quality. A panel of 20 judges met in London yesterday to decide on the final award winners from a staggering 5,000 entries. Nominations flooded in for the Coronation Champions Awards, backed by the Mail, with double the number